Several things fast food employees won't tell you. Hello there, YouTube. In the world today, so many people may enjoy fast food, but there is a certain mystery about how the food is really prepared that is really only known to the people that actually prepare it. What we do know is that the food is cooked in a very fast manner and then served for you to eat. One question that lingers is, what happens between the time the order is placed and the time you actually receive the order is unknown. Former fast food service workers have come forward to discuss the secrets behind making your favorite fast food. Trust me when I say that some of these truths are a little hard to digest. Before we proceed with this video, however, I'd like you to click that subscribe button on the screen. I'm not going to go with any fanfare, I just really appreciate it if you hit it. Number 1. The holding cabinet. Sure you didn't know that there's a special holding cabinet for your food. Most times your fast food isn't cooked and then immediately put into your bag. Instead, the food stays in a cabinet, and when the set timer goes off, the food is supposed to be tossed out because, well, it isn't fresh. But that's not the case, really. Turns out employees reheat the food and give it to you just like that. Number 2. Most fast food joints clean with concentrated chemicals at the end of the day. Just a heads up, that list includes the grills and the drink machine nozzles, so it's not always awesome to be one of the first customers in the morning, as you may be getting some of that chemical residue on the food or in the drink you order. You won't believe what was found on the ice in some fast food restaurants. Number 3. What the chili is made out of. Now, when we think of chili, we might think of freshly ground beef or turkey, but in the case of some fast food chains, this is not the case, as it isn't exactly fresh. In fact, they're mostly made out of meat from old burgers. Number 4. We're happy to replace something if we mess up, but don't use it as an excuse to get free food. We usually can tell when you're making up a story to get free food. There was one guy who found a pebble in the parking lot of a restaurant, put it in his food after he had eaten most of it, and then asked for a replacement. There's also another story of a lady who took 10 tacos home, then brought just a few of them back the next day, claiming that their lettuce was brown. She just wanted another 10 tacos. Everybody knows that if you leave tacos out for 24 hours, the lettuce changes. It's pretty obvious when you tell this lie. In this case, the customer is not actually always right. That story you made up about finding a hair in your food after you've already eaten 90% of it? Yeah, that looks an awful lot like your hair. The bottom line is that lying to get free food is stealing, and you don't exactly want that on your conscience, do you? I mean, let's be honest here. You don't want to be grouped with those psychopaths that take a water cup and fill it with soda. The scum of the earth they are. Number 5. Look around to see just how much trash is out. Like the old saying goes, charity does begin at home. As a customer, check to see how much trash is lying around and whether the bathrooms are dirty or if the dining room is picked up. When things that are so publicly visible are ignored and neglected, chances are more is being neglected in the back and in the kitchen where no one can see them. Number 6. There is usually a way to get expensive menu items for less. If you are craving a Big Mac, for example, the best bet is to order a $1 McDouble with no mustard or ketchup and then ask for shredded lettuce to be added along with and mac sauce for a small charge. It's basically a mini Big Mac and then you can get 2 for less than the cost of 1 Big Mac. Number 7. They hate it when you order an ice cream. Most of the time we gotta make it, then after making it, it's already melting by the time they hand it to you. Now in a case where you order 4 or 5 cones at a time, it's almost impossible to get them to you before they totally melt everywhere, and then you're displeased and want new ones. It's kinda like that meme, the ice cream machine is broken. Number 8. Color scheme is designed to increase your appetite. Red and yellow color schemes are used for one simple reason by fast food joints. They combine almost too perfectly, and at a subconscious level, they make you want to stop and just grab a bite to eat. This is referred to as the ketchup and mustard theory. Number 9. The coffee doesn't actually stimulate you. Some food joints provide styrofoam cups rather than paper ones for their coffee. This contains a chemical that, when mixed together in hot conditions, have been proven to have an effect on the nervous system, causing an amount of depression and reducing concentration. Number 10. The overriding goal is to keep selling you more. Experts have found that it is much more difficult to refuse something when it has been offered to you directly. 85% of people are known to order more than they originally intended to do so when employees in fast food restaurants suggest they buy more. That is why they offer them to you, to increase sales. Number 11. A standard cola is a large cola. A simple way most great quantities of drinks are sold is to increase their size or volume. Most people instinctively choose medium-sized drinks, and because of this, standard drinks are actually the large ones. However, if you do not clearly specify which size you want, you will always be provided with the largest option. Number 12. Eggs are not simply eggs. The eggs that features as an ingredient in breakfast meals most times in fast food chains contains both real egg and also a premium egg mixture. The premium egg mixture is made from a form of silicone, however it's also made of glycerin and the food additive called E552. It's actually better to cook your own eggs at home. Number 13. Salads are not always the healthiest option. Many fast food chains offer salads now as a healthy option. However, because of the additives that are used to make them, such a meal choice can turn out to be one with the highest calories. At McDonald's, it has been recorded that some of these salads have about as many calories as a Big Mac. In fact, a small order of French fries is said to contain fewer grams of fat than a packet of ranch dressing. And about what goes into salad dressings, well, it remains a mystery even to employees. Number 14. Your chicken breast is always healthy. Aside from the salad, there is also the chicken issue. Some customers feel proud of themselves for escaping binging out on burgers and fries and opt for ordering a seemingly healthier option, chicken. However, it turns out that the chicken breast you thought was healthier is actually slathered in fat butter when the grilling process is done. This is done to avoid it sticking to the grill. Not only that, the chickens that many fast food companies use are genetically modified and do not look anything like real chickens to begin with. Number 15. The fries have one hidden ingredient. No matter what fast food chain you go to, the odds are that you'll love the fries. Now, you may not gorge yourself on fries after you hear this. According to one employee, the fries have chemical residue in them, which is because these chemicals linger on the cooking appliances after they're sprayed down. Number 16. Avoid asking for extra of anything. If you want to avoid extra charges than you bargained for, there's a simple solution. Don't ask for anything extra. It is said that when someone asks for something extra, whether it is cheese or extra sauce, employees are forced to put it into the register and charge for the items asked. Instead, just say you want them to put a good amount on it or not be skimpy with it, and they'll load you up. Number 17. Fresh food actually depends on the timing. It really is about timing, actually. It might be a surprise to you, but your fast food might not be fresh after all. If you want the freshest food, as one former fast food worker said, come in between the hours of 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., or try between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. These are the hours that the food is freshly made, otherwise it's totally up to chance. Number 18. If you want something fresh, just ask. According to a former fast food employee, while there are peak hours to have fresh food, most of the employees will cook you something fresh if you ask them nicely. That being said, if you want to ensure they get your French fries fresh, one secret is to order them without salt, which forces the workers to cook a whole new batch. Then you add your own salt and they'll still taste the same. Number 19. Don't expect free food. Managers at fast foods keep inventory on high-ticket items like burgers, so don't think that your cashier is just going to give it away without getting caught. Sure, they may sometimes get away with giving you free fries or ice cream, but it's always risky and could cost the employee his or her job. Therefore, unless you receive an incorrect order that needs to be fixed, you should plan on paying for everything you get. Sorry, but you're just not getting any free burgers. Number 20. The grill marks are a lie. Remember those perfect grill marks on your burgers? You know how in those fast food commercials it shows your burger being grilled to perfection with complete grill marks? Well, as it turns out, those grill marks you see on the burger are not made by the grill. They aren't authentic and are just an illusion. They're added by the manufacturer to make the food look more appealing, and the grill marks are etched on by a factory before the burgers are shipped out. Number 21. Don't expect your food to look like it does on the billboard. Food ads are just as touched up as fashion is. There is a reason it looks nothing like the commercials. The food you see on ads is staged with paint, cardboard, paint, and glue, or touched up with fiberglass to make it look perfectly appetizing. It's further touched up with photo editing tricks. It probably takes a lot of hours to make that picture. Obviously, they're not going to be able to replicate that, so don't go in expecting your meal to look that amazing when you order. Number 22. Drive-thru customers get preferential treatment. Drive-thru customers get served first. That's honestly a regular fact. If you're trying to decide whether to brave the drive-thru line or just go inside, chances are that you're better off staying in your vehicle. Since employees are timed on how quickly they serve customers in the drive-thru, so you'll be moved along faster than if you were physically standing in the restaurant. Number 23. Don't anger the employees. It's mainly because they're in charge of what you eat at that moment. Sometimes a peeved-off employee may decide to get even with a customer by messing with their food. It's actually not a hoax. According to one employee, a coworker was so mad at a disgruntled customer that they spit in the customer's food. The said employee was suspended for a total of 3 days, however. But what about when they aren't found out? Number 24. They have names for you. Anyone paying a visit at a joint more than a few times in a month is a person I would consider a regular. For instance, if an employee from a nearby home improvement store regularly comes through the drive-thru after every shift and orders a grilled chicken sandwich, he is most likely to be named the Grilled Chicken Sandwich Man. Not very exciting, but hey, that's fast food for you. And that was our video for today, everybody. I can bet you that these surprising secrets might make you think twice next time you're in line or at the drive-thru. However, it's important to know that all fast food is not totally disregarded for hygiene. Can you resist the temptation of ordering the next time you pass a fast food joint? Let us know in the comments below, and, well, finally don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Till next time, everybody.